Previously on High Stakes Poker.
Look who's here.
Elia Lesra quickly jumped into the action.
Come on, Doug, put the straddle on. What's going on in this game, man? I call him 11,500 on the turn. You have the best thing already.
Gus Hansen went on a roll.
Well, you're genetically superior, kid. Yeah?
And Norwegian pro Andreas Heuvold went up and down.
No, Sam.
I'm all in.
Way down.
I'm not folding.
Two players have already gone broke on the High Stakes Poker felt.
Yeah, man.
And we're just getting warmed up.
Dropping like flies.
Jack, got my bullets and diamonds, I ain't holding back. I'm all in, and I'm gonna kick it. Pocket rockets and ticket. If that what it takes, you can play high stakes. I'm all in. I'm all ladies ain't ladies unless they're your ladies. I'm on the roster, that's what it takes. And if you got what it takes, you can play high stakes.
Hello again, and welcome to High Stakes Poker. I'm Gabe Kaplan. Well, we've had only 2 episodes, and we've already lost 2 players. We're losing people faster than they did on The Sopranos. Andreas Heuvold was our latest casualty. Andreas seemed so occupied with Phil Ivey that he overlooked the other pros at the table. Some of the calls and plays he made were total misreads. He committed all his chips when he made a pair of queens on the turn. The only problem was his fellow Scandinavian Gus Hansen had slow played 2-pair from the beginning. Well, it was bye-bye, Mr. Norwegian Pie. Drove your Yugo to the fjord, but the fjord was dry. Maybe we'll see you next year, Andreas. Anyway, we're getting another victim, a new player, this episode, so let's get right to the action. We've had some big decisions so far in our first 2 shows. 2 players have dropped out. Phil Ivey's our big winner, up over $250,000. Gus is our second big winner, courtesy of that hand with Heuvold last week. And Phil Ivey raises here to 3,000. Gus is going to call.
Yeah, they're from Sweden. I mean, I don't know him, but I have no reason not to believe in. Sorry. I saw that card.
Tom's 4 of hearts has been exposed, but Dario didn't see it. And he's called 2,600 more with a pair of 4s. He definitely would not have called if he had seen the 4 of hearts. However, he didn't see the 4 of clubs, and we see it on the flop there. He's flopped a set of 4s, and both Ellie and Phil have flopped jacks. Phil has a better kicker. Ellie bets out 6,500. Phil calls.
Bah.
Gus says, bah, have you any wool? And now to Mr. Dario with his set of 4s. Dario raises to 23,000. Ellie, who's losing $200 so far out of the 200,000 he started out with, and that's hair tonic for a week. He has the straightest hair of any Israeli in the world, by the way. He's thinking maybe Dario doesn't have anything here. But he does have Phil Ivey behind him. So he releases. And Phil Ivey immediately knows this wasn't a good spot.
Dario, he's our man. If he can't do it, only there can.
Nothing.
Antonio gives us a cheer. This is his first wee of the season, almost falls off his chair. And Phil Ivey says, that boy's crazy.
Once I break the seal, I'm screwed.
Did you play a hand yet?
No.
Very sad.
I'm on life, though. I'm squeezing today.
Ellie chastising Antonio a little bit for not playing enough hands.
He had the nut flush. Decided to play that one.
I did play that one?
And against the second nut flush from Phil Helmuth.
No, so you played 2 flushes today?
And he just called. Yeah, but Helmuth got kind of screwed over, huh? Yeah, flush, and then ace-jack.
Well, you've all seen it. We never thought we'd live to see the day, but these players are showing sympathy for Phil Helmuth.
Race.
Thanks a lot.
18,300. Ace, queen of clubs.
Cost me 4 grand.
Another 4 dimes in there. I woke you up.
Where's the bet?
Bad spot for Daniel. He's out. Gus doesn't even think about the ace-10 of hearts. However, we have a man very seriously contemplating the jack-7 of spades here. You never know what's going to happen in Durland. Here's your 18-3 right here. King-Jack for Antonio?
Thank you.
No, thank you. Gus would have flopped 3 10s. Juan checks. Continuation, Dario? No, grazie. That 9 gives Tom Juan a double belly buster, make a straight with an 8 or a queen.
Nice, some honey and milk and honey.
And of course, that's good for 31-8. Dario must be thinking, should I come over the top here? Try to represent King's Full? Juan says, try it, son. It would have worked, but Dario can't pull the trigger. I would estimate that maybe 1 out of 100 people would have won that hand in that situation against that opponent with Jack-7 of spades. That's Tom Juan.
Life is all about challenges and how we face them, the plays we make, the risks we take. That's why I love poker. It's where I get my buzz. And compared to that, this is just a walk in the park. With more free-to-enter tournaments than any other site, challenge yourself at PokerStars.com and find the PokerStar in you.
Welcome back to the Golden Nugget at High Stakes Poker, and now it's time for 30 Seconds with Kara Scott.
When you have a monster session, you usually remember the details. We asked our players to talk about their most memorable winning session.
My best session of poker? I mean, I probably have to go back to the main events in 1989.
Winning the Yahtzee Millions 2007.
I limited the Bellagio Bobby's room. I won $1,700,000 in 8 hours.
5 years ago, the Commerce LAPC Classic. I won, so obviously it was the best one.
I was playing poker. I won money, and it was over $1 million. I'll say that much. It was a bit over $1 million.
My best session ever? I can't even remember my best girlfriend ever.
Barry Greenstein is a great poker player, but he'd be nothing without his comedy writers. Phil Ivy's going to put in the 800, 6-4 offsuit. Gus does the same with Jack 5.
Check.
Three jacks for the Great Dane. Inside straight draw. And Tom Juan's going to bet 2,800. Phil Ivy's got devious plans for this pot. And here's the guy with the real hand. He sidearms at 2,800 in there. Little stare from Durr. I think Gus likes that ace. He's hoping somebody has an ace. And it looks like Phil Ivy's going to follow through with his plan. He's going to try and stick his hand in the cookie jar. You got some tough cookies here. And this one happens to have three jacks. He just sidearms the 9,000 in there and calls. Interesting, the ace is pair. And Gus is probably saying, please don't have the ace, Phil. Please don't have the ace.
Check.
Phil checks. Gus says, oh, maybe he's got a queen. Maybe I should check here. I can't check, I'm on TV. $22,200. It would be extraordinary if Phil comes over the top here. Nope, not going to happen. The guy with a legitimate hand won the pot.
It was big.
Phil did have a big hand. He had aces and jacks with a queen kicker. Welcome back to High Stakes Poker.
It was the 1600 straddle, boys. One round, right? I know Tom would say yes.
Yeah.
We have a new player, and here he is. His name is Jason Mercier. He's a tournament specialist.
We have stranger we never see before, just came to the game.
And Kara got a chance to catch up with him just before he came in here.
In terms of cash games, would this be the one where you've got the most money at the table? Have you played anything bigger than this?
No, not really. I mean, it's hard to play something bigger than this. I played 200, 400 online before, and live, I think most of their head in front of me is like 100K, so this will be a little bit different, but I feel like I'm going to be comfortable and play as long as I can.
Do you think that you're going to have a chance to play the game that's won you so much already in your poker career here at this table with these players?
Possibly not. It's depending on how everybody else is playing. I'm just going to try to adjust and, you know, adapt to how everybody else is playing and try to play my game, you know, to the best of my ability.
Nervous at all?
A little bit, but I'm not really nervous, like, you know, shaking. I'm just like, I don't really want to lose like all my money in the first hand and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
No, you deal him. They deal me in, so you might as well deal him, right?
I need a $200 Annie, and I need to know your
$200 Annie.
Jason's a little surprised that there's a $200 Annie. Probably throws a $100 Annie.
Every hand, 200?
Every hand, not just one.
Every hand, yes. Jason, you have to put the 200 in every hand. And you also have to have your 200,000 on the table.
That's how you know they are online player. They say 200K. We say 200,000.
He looks more like a swimmer to me than a poker player.
You should probably get some more rats to fill up the table.
Yeah. We should lift up his shirt, see if he shaves his body. The deuces are good enough for Jason in his first hand to raise to 5,500. And here's Tom Juan on the button with ace-3 offsuit. I have no idea what he is going to do.
Where you know him from?
Huh?
Where you know him from?
He just came fourth when I was in Europe. I came second.
Oh.
And he wins every other tournament in Europe. Basically.
Here you go, Jason. 19,200. You're swimming with the sharks now.
How much is it?
I guess you want to welcome him to the table?
Welcome to the table, sir.
Jason really thinking about this. I would think he's got so much invested he would call. The deuce doesn't come on the flop and Juan bets, throw it away, but he's going to release now. And Juan says, well, that was easy.
My whole card can't right here.
That's not fair. They give me a good hand. First time I just wanted to...
I lay 3-1. I lay 3-1 that Jason have a better hand than Tom.
I definitely have a better hand.
I bet Tom did.
I'll bet Tom did. I'm betting on 3-1. I get 3-1. I'll take freaking 3-1. Tom, like, he gets hands too by accident.
Okay, but we're gonna have to listen to it. You can bet a dime.
What if it's a coin flip?
Book?
Well, whichever one is better.
Well, if it's a coin flip, we're gonna have to put a. We're gonna call it a tie.
All right, that's fine.
Done?
Booked.
Okay.
Perfect. Can I bet more?
You want to bet 2 dimes?
Yeah, 2 dimes.
Diane? Phil, don't forget your struggle.
If he says what he had, I'll tell you if it was better or not.
Okay. All right. You want a dime too, you said? Oh, you know what? Well, you got 2 dimes.
All right.
Okay, done. But you have to tell us, right?
If he says what he
Are
has,
you
I'll
gonna
tell
tell
you
us
better.
$6,000.
can tell what he has.
I'm not saying what I
Then
had.
You don't?
Not yet.
Will you tell us after?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So we'll know later.
I guess it's a bet.
We have a bet.
I know my man. He bluffed. My man bluffed me with 10 high, $400,000 pot last time.
Did I?
You
That
admitted
wasn't a
it.
400K pot. That was like a 130K pot.
Come on, you bet.
If you count my bet, then it was 200,000.
That's right. Okay, so 200,000. That's
200, 400.
LEC is pretty confident in his position. He's willing to lay 3 to 1.
Looks like
I think Jason is smart not to tell people he had deuces in that hand. Meanwhile, in this hand, Gus has ace king raised to 5,600, and Phil's called with pair 8.
5,000 for 2 to 1.
no, thank you. But I appreciate the action. I like your side, for sure. But at 3 to 1, I gotta take it because once in a while the kid has a hand. I mean,
That's
it's
what I
like
said.
1 in 9
You
times.
can never
but-
get kings.
All right, you
Derek
get,
can never have two kings.
You can have 5,000. I look at his face, man. I know.
Got the read.
Gus has a choreographer that helps him out with some of these chip movements. Got a lot of choreography involved in this bet.
So there you go.
I just knew that Jason didn't want to get involved.
It's in your range.
What happens if he has like the king queen and I have the ace?
All that for 6,800.
So?
Whatever hand runs
Well,
better.
but no, if he has king queen and I have 5s, it's
Oh, let's
it's a shot.
That's a shot.
No, 5
But
is
ace
ahead.
deuce versus king queen is.
5 is ahead.
How does that happen?
If you have deuce
No,
against
there's
10 jack suited.
Yeah, but they said it was a queen. if it
Phil's
was a
not
coin
going
flip.
anywhere.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's what we said. It's a chop.
Oh, that would
Yeah.
be a fun one.
What if it's like ace 2 against 10-9 2? That's a flip.
Ace 2 win.
It's a flip.
It's a flip.
It's
That's
just
like
as
a
much a
corner
flip
flip.
as ace king against 5.
Yeah.
You want to just go to the exec, put it on the
That's
computer
fine.
and see?
All right.
Whatever you want.
Okay. So whoever has the best hand on the computer, no matter what.
You got it.
Look.
And you laid 3 to 1? You can do it.
I know my man Jason. He wouldn't come and raise. He wouldn't come and raise me without nothing.
Definitely not you.
I raise.
Flop you raise with it? But you check the flop or you check the turn or something, right?
I check called flop.
Check call the flop.
Bob Fossey would be proud of Gus for this movement here.
What do you want to bet?
The flop was queen 10 small.
I'll say if he
You
says.
check all the flop and the turn can be king.
I'm gonna kill people's actions now.
And you check move all in and Patrick calling.
If he says this.
640.
Jason, we get to find out what Dur had if you say what
He
you
has
said.
2 kings.
Another call from Phil Ivey.
Yeah. Or you're both going to say it. He'll say it if you say
I
it.
deal it twice, so obviously Patrick
Right, you guys aren't
queen
gonna lie.
jack, I believe. You know why?
I prefer to
Because he
wait.
turn.
Don't you want to know what Dur 3 bet you on the
maybe
first
like-
one?
With Maki said,
like
it's not
one
easy
orbit.
to deal it twice, right? If you flop a set.
I think it's a good information.
That's all.
Oh, you're not going to say
I'm not gonna say what I had. I'm gonna say this.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Tom,
I'll
you
say what
agree
I
with
have.
me that
I'll
you
say
agree
what
with
I
me that
Come on.
oh, it's
They
all
might, we were close.
I'll send it now. I send it 6
Okay.
times. You want
No
to know?
third bullet from Gus.
Jason will let us know in a minute.
Can I bet 2,000 the live?
No, you got information now, I guess. But well, let me see if Tom, you know, brings
Jason,
it
we're
back.
ready.
So I have to say first.
You don't have to, but I mean, we'd like for you to. He's going to say what he has.
It's not going to be live for sure because we are national TV.
Yeah, of course.
No, I would never lie.
Please don't have a good hand.
I had the worst pair possible.
Deuces?
Yeah.
Coin flip it.
You wouldn't. I did not have a pair.
Send it, baby, send it.
Wait, but coin flips don't count.
No,
No, we decided they count. We just decided.
So what did you have?
I had ace 3 offsuit.
So you had 2 overs though.
Alright, 2 dimes.
Of course, when we watch
How much
it.
you want to bet?
Of course,
Bet
as soon as we
settled,
watch
and
it.
everybody knows now Jason had deuces in that first hand.
We play because poker's not a scratch-off ticket, a half-court jumper, or a knock on wood. It's no game of luck, poker. It's a game of patience and well-timed aggression. We know when we play, a little luck helps. But luck can't explain why final tables have so many familiar faces. We play at fulltiltpoker.com.
Welcome back to High Stakes Poker.
How can Daniel say for this?
I don't know.
Daniel is the big boss of the high stakes.
Ace Jack of Spades for Dario. Good for 4,700.
47?
Straddle is on. We haven't been straddling too much this year on High Stakes Poker. This round is courtesy of Eli Lesra.
I play 245.
No, I just.
Ace Jack for Jason also.
In one big one. That's why I can put it right there.
Raised to 15-2.
You play 200, right?
Yeah, like 194, 193 now.
And we have the battle of the ace-jacks. Not really a comfortable flop for these players. As a 5% indicates, Jason's the only one that could win if two more hearts came up. Unless someone can work some magic here, it's going to be a split pot. Not much magic at a $17,600 bet at this point. Dario's trying to get some value here if he's got the best hand. He's also saying, hey, I might really have a bigger hand, and I'm betting half the pot at this point because I want you to raise. Jason's not going anywhere. Don't think Dario particularly likes that call. Three clubs on the board.
Check.
Ace jack.
Both players happy to check.
Chop it up.
And both players happy to chop it up.
Sure yet, king jack.
King jack, you were sure?
Yeah, I mean, here we raise a jack. King jack.
You know, it's not tournament. You can rebuy over here.
You can rebuy over. Some people can.
Right now, let's join Daniel Negreanu for this week's PokerStars.net Did You Know?
The first real World Series of Poker was held in 1970. But did you know there was an unofficial marathon match that inspired it all almost 20 years earlier? In 1951, a guy named Nick the Greek Dandelos played legend Johnny Moss heads up for 5 months. Kids today, they get tired after a mere 24-hour session. They say Nick the Greek lost over $2 million to Johnny. But always a gentleman, his final words were, Mr. Moss, I have to let you go.
All right, I'm going to tell you the real story because I was there. Nick the Greek was so mad that he lost $2 million, he grabbed Johnny Moss in his big headlock and he was squeezing. And Binion security came over, they're about to draw their guns, and that's when Nick the Greek said, Mr. Moss, I'm going to have to let you go.
I know, he play online.
Phil Ivey getting a little restless, going to raise it up to $5,000 with 10-9 offsuit. Daniel might have been thinking about a raise, but he just calls.
We've got a poker game, ladies and gentlemen. Wish I was in it.
Antonio does his I'm a tight player joke, and Dario smiles. Phil Ivey doesn't find it too funny. Daniel Negreanu has flopped an inside straight flush draw, but he can't make it because Phil Ivey has a 10 of diamonds. Nobody has a pair. Nobody bets. Will anybody bet here?
Oh, sorry, Danny.
Gus is going to take a shot. He's probably thinking somebody might have a little pair or a better ace. And Daniel's going to call. Gus probably thinks he's beat now. Gus's only hope is that Daniel had an underpair.
9.
And he checks.
No, I have that beat.
Oh, darn it. I swear I thought 9 might be good.
One of those occasions where you bluff with the best hand and then you're surprised on the river when you wind up winning. You're watching High Stakes Poker.
Very likely going all right. He raised to like 130, 140.
Never see somebody saying 9 high, so...
I swear I thought 9 was good.
Yeah,
I might even call the
like
river.
he showed it so fast. You know, usually we...
You could have probably bet 15. I would have probably paid it off. I said 9. How could 9 lose?
I thought you said 9s. Like
No, it's 9. No.
I thought it was 9s too. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Check, check.
What am I going to bet 9s there?
42.
Gus going to put in a little raise here with 6-4 suited. And of course, Tom Juan is calling with Ace-6 suited.
About 13% of those.
King-8 of hearts, good enough for Ellie Elizabeth.
I had the bet line ready. Oh, come on. Yeah, but no, he disrupted it.
All right.
Check
it out. No, wait. I didn't check that there.
No, of course not. No, of course not.
Yeah.
You were only doing it if you
No. He didn't check.
All right.
Ellie waits till he makes a pair of kings, then he checks. Gus was the original raiser. He's playing Pachi with his chips. Needed call from Ellie with his kings.
How many big chips do you have?
Gus asked Ellie how many big chips he has. Kind of strange question with that flop because there's no draw. Gus bets 25-5. I think Gus realizes that Ellie has a king with a weak kicker. Probably not as weak as Ellie really has. He's probably putting Ellie on like King 10. And 25-5 should be enough to get Ellie off King 10. Ellie thinks about it.
The call.
Decides to call. Right decision. Ace on the river. If Gus was representing aces or ace-king, his hand has just gotten better. Ellie might not mind that ace because if Gus has king-jack or king-queen, it's a split pot now. $62-2. I have to say one thing. In the past, on a couple of occasions, Ellie has thrown away kings to big bets. Now, maybe Gus has watched all the high-stakes poker shows. A lot of these players do, and maybe he's familiar with that history. Maybe that's why he's trying to buy this pot. But not this time.
I will not win this hand.
Gus immediately picks up on the fact that he's not going to win the hand. He took a shot. You got to admire his courage. But Ellie's saying, boys, it's a new game this year. You won't have Ellie to kick around anymore. Calling is my Hebrew name. Welcome back to the Golden Nugget and High Stakes Poker. As you see, Gus is away from the table. He's not committing akigadarbo, which is the Danish expression for Harry Carey. He's talking to Kara about why he played that hand against Ellie like he did.
You played a big hand with Ellie where, you know, it was a big sort of triple barrel, I'm guessing a bluff, don't know. What sort of hand range did you put him on that you were hoping to push him off of?
Well, I left the table kind of saying it was the worst bluff ever. I like my bet on the flop, I like my bet on the turn, and I would have actually liked my bet on the river, except for the fact that the ace came on the river. Because I kind of had it already planned in my head, and I saw the ace and I hated it and decided to pull the trigger anyway. And I think that was a big mistake on my part. If a neutral card comes a 5, a 7, something like that, I think I would make him lay down the best hand. But with an ace, it's kind of unlikely that I have a king. Why do I want to bet a king when an ace hits on the board? So it looked more like a bluff, which indeed it was, and he called it very quickly.
Do you think there's a player at the table that would have worked against?
Maybe against me. But I stuck to my plan, which from the beginning was okay, but in the end, when the cards on the table was horrible, and I paid the price. I will not win this hand.
I mean, if I just got knocked out of the main event, that's the thing I'd like to do most.
I don't want to talk to no one.
Talk
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Like, especially when they were like,
for folding the jacks?
right.
Yeah, because I mean, you're a good player, but it seemed like you didn't play well today. Like, you know, it just seemed off. Was it?
They're saying like, were you hoping to go this far, or did you want to win?
Were you happy with your finish? Do you feel like this cements you as a legend?
Players are talking about how bad it is to have to do interviews after you lose a hand or get knocked out of the World Series of Poker. Could be a lot worse, guys. You could be UFC fighters and have to do interviews after you get the crap beat out of you. How about football players that fumble and lose the game and then the camera follows them around on the sideline afterwards for 5 minutes? Poker players got it easy, guys. 2 pair here for Tom Dwan. Not much for anybody else. Ellie would make the low end of a gut shot with a 3. Tom Dwan picks up a flush draw here also. He's hoping somebody has a king and will bet here. Nobody has a king, nobody represents a king. Check, check, check. Worst card in the deck for Tom Dwan. Hold the presses. Antonio Esfandiari is going to bluff at this pot. Ellie is in the zone here. He might call with ace high. And we all know that calling is his Hebrew name. And there he goes. He calls.
You win, sir.
Tom Dwan always had the best hand folds. Sees Ellie's ace high.
Wow, I play so bad.
Ace 10?
Relax, Tom.
I play really, really bad.
Even Peyton Manning misses a few passes. Tiger misses a few holes. Ellie Alezra is calling all bets.
Hello, beautiful. Oh, yeah.
No one to play with. So play online at partypoker.com. It's fun, it's easy, it's the world's largest poker room.
You folding?
This is High Stakes Poker. Gus is still gone. He's probably talking now to the Icelandic poker press about why he tried to bluff Ellie.
They came before and signed.
Okay, so I started off.
Yeah. You should.
Oh, actually, last time, in the last thing. How do you think we knew everything, all the bets about the Ivy man?
Well,
Raise it. 6,100 total.
Antonio on the button is going to raise it to 6,100 with the king-queen suited. Ellie's got deuces. Generally, when you play well, you make some good bluffs and some good calls, you get lucky too. Let's see if Ellie catches a deuce here.
ready for this one?
No way. Wow.
Limp and let go. The new Tom Dwan.
Didn't have much of a choice.
No deuce for Ellie, but Jason has flopped the king-high flush and checks it. And does the word "feela" mean anything to you folks out there? Jason's not acting here. He's really not sure what to do. If Daniel has the ace of clubs or a big hand like a set, a straight, he should raise. If he knew what Daniel had, he would just call.
I would have flopped the straight flush too.
You would, huh?
But now he knows Daniel didn't have a big hand.
Did it to me because you never ever lay down. Suited connected for 5 dimes. Feel good to bluff, Daniel?
He didn't bluff me. I had a hand, but I don't think he bluffed me.
You know, we were talking earlier, in 5 seasons of high stakes, he never won once, so we decided to let him win today. So we forgot
I told you I never won once. I won 3 hands. I remember in season 3 I won 3 hands. Season 4 I won 5 hands.
Ellie's talking a little smack. I guess when you make some good calls, you get licensed to do that.
Pretty sure.
Actually miss Sammy Farha in those games.
Raise it 3,000 total.
That's somebody I haven't seen.
Sammy?
Yeah.
And here we have one of the most dangerous situations in poker. Tom Dwan with a real hand.
3 raise. 11-2.
He's like one of the only people I've never played against.
Phil Ivey's got a call with his 8s.
What?
Did I ever play this call? Today?
Yeah.
And Daniel calls immediately.
8 World Series.
So far this year on High Stakes Poker, he hasn't been putting in this much money with suited connectors like this.
Yeah. About that.
But he feels like playing right now.
Wow, you got such a good memory, man.
We had a pretty tough too. Martin House is there. I think.
5K short-handed or 5K?
No, it was a 4 ring.
Daniel checks his 9s.
Second day or
First day.
What was it? I went into the chip league with this one. For the
Yeah, I
second
went out real quick. But I remember we played a big game.
day. And I laid down ace king to you in the river.
All right, Tom, bet already. We all know you're going to bet, so bet.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. I had yours. I have a pretty good memory. About playing.
You know who's amazing with memory? Doyle.
Doyle?
Doyle remembered hands 20 years ago, 15 years ago. You remember?
18-2.
What he laid down. Amazing.
Phil Ivey giving Dwan credit. Doesn't know he's beaten 2 places. Daniel's got a pair, middle pair. He's got backdoor flush possibilities. And Tom Dwan could have anything. Daniel calls the 18. There'll be about 70,000 in the pot. And he'll have about 70,000 left. So he's got a tough decision here.
A total 88-4.
Decides to go all in.
I call.
All right. Once or twice.
Whatever you want.
Twice is good.
Took Dwan about 0.3 of a second to call.
Twice, I'm like 7-1 dog. To win one. Yeah.
I feel like he's going to win the first one, Daniel.
Feels like a good kind of funky flop.
Daniel would be delighted to get a split here, win one of these 2.
Good luck, boys.
Too bad.
Dwan's just locked up half the pot.
Why do I feel like there's like a 80-1 chance that this is coming?
It's coming?
Oh,
7
it's
or
not
9?
coming.
Oh, that's not coming. 80-1, I'll lay against
You
it.
can take it
No,
if you
no.
want.
Yeah,
You can just take it at 30 if you want. 20.
Oh, baby.
Or you can take it at even more.
If you moan,
There we go.
it will come.
Look at this.
Hey.
The tide is turning.
always good
I
to
didn't
win the
lose a
first
pot.
The tide is turning.
Yeah.
Good
thing the deuce to 7 game wasn't on. You would have won. No, I had deuce to 7. Deuce 7.
Yeah.
Oh, you would have.
Yeah.
And that's what
I
your
would have
stock.
lost some money.
Look at that. Tom is not disappointed. If you know it's you, we said we're going to let you win one.
I didn't win when I got half.
Well, maybe we're starting the new age of Negrano. That's right next to the age of Aquarius.
Next time on High Stakes Poker, Dario Manieri gets aggressive.
You win. Just take it. I was bluffing.
He didn't even say how much you want to raise, but we'll see.
Oh.
Daniel Negreanu confounds Elio Lesro.
You have the 9 dick. 9, 10 of hearts.
That was the weirdest hand I've ever played, I think.
And you'll see two of the game's best gamblers negotiate one of the biggest prop bets we've ever seen.
Vegetarian for a year?
$1 million? All right, book.
What did you do?